Pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Timberwolves out in Minneapolis. Well, for Minnesota, this game for them is a quality opportunity to grab a much-needed win on their home court, facing a team that's also going through some adversity. In tonight's game, Carmelo Anthony, one of the top scorers in the history of the NBA.
History?
Yeah.
Wow, that's right. That's right.
No,
that's
deep,
right.
deep into his 30s
Yeah.
now. Mm-hmm. And for him, Kenny, it's become about trying to win an NBA title.
Yeah, because he's got the gold medals, he's got the double-digit All-Star appearances, and a scoring title. But what he has not attained is the ultimate goal of getting the ring.
You know, he's put up some Hall of Fame numbers, and at this point, he just wants to win.
I agree.
Yeah. And what are his chances?
Doesn't matter because he'll never surpass us. We have 6 rings up here, Ernie.
Wow.
4, 2, and 0. That's 6.
You have such a great way of putting things.
Yeah, you didn't have to call Ernest out.
I didn't call him out. I just said we as a team have 6 rings.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you don't have to. You don't have to say 4, 2, and 0.
Okay.
You just say we have 6 rings up here at this desk.
We have
Got
6
it.
rings.
6 rings at this
2
desk.
over here,
4 over there.
0. But it makes 6.
We're still champions, Ernie.
We're
My
still
self-esteem is taking a beating today.
That's all right.
We used to
Taking a
get
beating.
we used to get Emmys until
Taking a beating.
But Emmys.
No,
Emmys counts
Yeah.
as rings.
we used to get a lot of Emmys until
Oh, let's let it go.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? Along with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. Boy, do we have a treat for you folks. The big ticket is here. Kevin Garnett in the house. KG, welcome.
Man, a lot of people don't know that you actually gave me the name, The Big Ticket. Dude, K-Hard, man, I hope you got a package of all this somewhere. I hope you own all the names that you've given over the years.
You are the big ticket still. Great to have Kevin Garnett. This game marks the end of a road trip for Chicago. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. Winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
Yeah, and you know, both sides may downplay it, but these rivalry matchups bring about a level of emotion that you generally don't get.
All right, guys play harder, Greg. They play with a bit more passion. This is what we love to see.
Kevin, you talk a lot about passion, but also fundamentals. Who are some of the guys you faced that had great footwork that you admired and maybe even picked something up in terms of footwork after watching them play?
You know, footwork that jumps right out at me. Charles Barkley had really good footwork.
Interesting.
He was 6'4", undersized.
Yes.
He was able to use his body a lot. He was very physical. A lot of people don't know Charles Barkley had an unbelievable vertical. Tim Duncan had really good feet also. Rasheed Wallace had really good feet work. Shaq, believe it or not, I didn't really guard a lot of Shaq, but Shaq had a really good feet. You know, you can really go through the whole catalog of guys. I'm thinking Zach Randolph because he was always opening up. Chris Bosh had really good feet.
Great names. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Now here's Levine. He had 16 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. No good from Durant. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
I think the goal always is to control the glass if you can. It ends up giving you extra possessions that typically lead to extra points.
Now, here's Dunn following the shot by Drew Holiday. Durant with it. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, it's just his effort level was off the charts.
Jones against Dunn. Passes to Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Carter. Holiday against Levine. The pass to Dunn. Back to Levine. Puts it up from 12. It's good.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers. Dunn showing great vision.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the shot goes down.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
But, Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. Kevin, your drive and attention to detail were phenomenal. How do you deal with rookies who were largely uninformed? They were maybe not as receptive to the attention to detail that the elite like you pursued.
Well, one of the things I would do if I saw a guy who wasn't as keen to detail as I was, I would pull him to the side. I would show him, some of the things I would see. I would get, some dialogue with him and what he was seeing, and then try to get him to see what I was seeing as far as the point I was making. And then, challenge him a little bit to be a little more present within certain things and then apply it. I don't believe in shouting. I don't believe in embarrassing someone. I like to always, grab some of the young guys because the young guys don't have all the confidence yet. So I'm trying to build confidence with the young guys.
Good point.
So
Good point.
When you get them one-on-one, you're able to, have an intimate conversation and they have full,
they're engaged.
They're engaged. They're talking to you.
Yes.
And that's what you want. So, with that, I've always found it better to go one-on-one to the side and to find it to be a lot more efficient.
Here's Beal. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Floats it up for Wiggins. The shot missing. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's stolen by Jones. It's Beal on the wing. Defended by Durant. Jones, no luck.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball was that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Hits it from three-point range. Beal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Terrific footwork. Beal pulling up in rhythm. It's beautiful.
Holiday against Levine. And Holiday kicks to Jones. Pass to Towns. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 8. Kev, talk about the characteristics needed to be a winner in this league.
Appetite. How much do you want this? Can you push through that pain right there? Are you going to dive on the floor? Are you going to do the small things? Mm-hmm. Are you going to double down? Are you going to be in the spot where you're supposed to when you're supposed to be there? Know my bads. All this goes into winning. And then you need a little luck. You do. And you need an appetite. You need 15 guys that's willing to push through anything at any moment. That's the difficult part of winning.
On the same page.
On the same page, all 15 thinking the same thing.
That sounds daunting.
Listen, people think that, oh, man, why can't you have 15? Because it's 15 guys thinking 15 totally different things.
Yeah.
And that's the difficult part of being a coach. That's what I'm saying. Being a coach is one of the hardest things to be because you got to take 15 perspective and get them all on one and you go forward with the same velocity like you want it to. It's frustrating.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, a 7-footer who's got guard-like skills, who can shoot the lights out. Karl-Anthony Towns is a problem, guys.
And Towns drops them both.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Pass to Melton. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Now here's Valentine. Defense is right there. 5 to shoot. Melton passes to Portis. Drills the three-pointer. Portis has got himself on the board with 3 there. Kevin, you think about having that killer instinct, that killer mentality. You go against a Kobe Bryant, he would tear your heart out. Listen, as you would his.
And you have to understand that we all recognize that about each other. Tim Duncan would be the same. Rasheed Wallace would be the same. I would think of Allen Iverson would be the same. Vince Carter would do the same. These are guys who, Tracy McGrady, Charles Billups, these are all guys who killer Shaquille O'Neal. These are all guys who don't care. And that's how it should be. And that's the game.
You can't be great unless you are, I don't think, can you?
I think you have to possess that killer instinct.
Even Jordan.
Man, listen, Michael Jordan was one of the darkest, seriously. Jordan could go into a place where he could go repetitive and he could go on talking to you. And the more he talked, I thought the better he got. And I thought the madder he got, the better he got. And the more upset and the more you didn't trap him, the more he was ticked off that you wasn't. Bro, there's a whole matrix to it. Like, seriously, this game is levels to it. And the ones that understand that have been in that understand what I'm talking about.
There's not a great player that hasn't been there.
No, because they understand that moment. When you got there, when you're in that moment, you're just riding the wave. You're just going to ride it. Great ones know what I'm talking about.
Here's Melton. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Here's Durant. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Well, Kevin Durant is now able, because of increased strength and physical ability, able to absorb contact and play through it.
Now here's Wiggins. Last game we saw him score 13. Passes it to Holiday. Down low. Here's Beal. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Beal's got 5.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
I like the synergy, right? The ball is moving well, and they're seeing that hard work pay off.
Back to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
With his length and his size, he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
And KG, you've talked about the players who influenced you. It must help to have that inspiration from other great players.
So I look at trying to find
a compass or a roadmap
something in Chris Webber right away. As soon as I saw high school footage of him, I saw a tape of him and Big Dog playing each other in a dark gym in Chicago. They was just dunking on each other. And it was this classic tape. No, this is a real story. And I resonated with Webber ever since. And, he didn't really shoot a lot of jumpers. He was through. He was powerful. And I mixed it, obviously took pieces of that. And they were able to, obviously put it into my own game. But he was my inspiration.
That's a great story.
And I see Webb knows that. I told him that when I first met Webb, I was starstruck. Him and Michael Jordan and Shaq a little bit, right? Because Shaq is like, holy, like, God. Shaq.
He's like that house you were
like
talking
inside the
about.
house. Go home, look inside the house. It's like looking at Shaq, right? Shaq to Diesel, right? But seriously, yo, I was starstruck, and I was like, holy snap. And then, you know, he scored, and I had to really come out of that really fast. And after that, I think the very next year, I blocked the shot and said something. He was like, oh, we talking? Yeah. But since then, we've always had an understanding. We've always went in each other's neck, and we understood what it was. But, yeah, Chris Webber was a huge inspiration in my progression.
Loved it. Here's Holiday after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the 76ers. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Chicago, 10 games behind.
And, you know, for the Bulls, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
And with the major changes we know are coming, now you have players fighting for their jobs, trying to prove they deserve to be here beyond the end of this season.
Now here's the...
Oh, wow. It's crazy.
It's a beautiful jam.
Body control, flair for the dramatic, Levine in style.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. And Kevin, going back to your title team with the Celtics, do you think you realized at that time how special it was?
If I knew what I knew now, I would have tried to bottle.
Yeah, I know.
I would have tried to bottle as much as I could. Doc knew it. Doc Rivers knew it.
He did. He did know it. Yes.
Doc Rivers knew it, and he knew it day one, and he knew that if we was going to be committed, we had to be the leaders of the commitment. It was going to be hard on the three of us. He was going to be very tough, but it made us who we are, and it pushed us to another level.
It was like he was the perfect coach at the perfect time for the perfect threesomes, right?
Seriously, man, because a lot of people, you know, go to Phil and his style and how it worked for him, Michael and Scotty and that three with Rodman, and then him transferring and going to L.A., doing that with Kobe and Shaq and making that a dynasty. Doc Rivers had a whole nother style, and it was like a Chuck Daly kind of style. It was a bar kind of very, very firm, very physical, but in your face with class. We're going to knock you down. We ain't going to help you out, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
We're going to share the ball in offense. We're going to move it. We're going to have multiple players. We're going to attack for 48 minutes. Look, this is how we're going to play this game. He had a real style that was similar to some of those Detroit, some of those more tougher teams that you hear. That's the style that we practice with and we play with.
It showed. It showed. I mean, to have that, just like historically good. The pass to Carter. Done outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Jones. Dunn misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Jones, the pass to Bates Diop. Now Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Bates Diop. To the left wing. Okogie. That one doesn't go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. On the wing, Levine. It's stolen by Brown. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Jones dishes to Valanciunas. And he comes up with the deuce. Valanciunas has got his second bucket tonight.
And another lead change. The fans are really getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, this is what they pay to see, right? Competitive, close games are simply the best to be involved in.
Markkanen, good.
And how about that stroke from mid-range by Markkanen? The 7-footer with a deadly jumper. That's like a defense's worst nightmare.
1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Okogie, a three-pointer, no good. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. The former #1 pick overall in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns, spoke about the aspirations of this team.
Every single day we're thinking about how can we be the team that we need to be to not only make the playoffs, but to make it deep into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance of being a championship team. We have so much talent. We have great veterans. We have a great front office, a great coaching staff. So with all that on our side, we feel we have a great chance to find that way to success.
One step at a time, Greg. That's the mindset to have.
Yeah, you can't have too much too early. But with Towns leading the charge, this team is in great hands.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Carter. Bobby Portis out there with Valentine. And it's Melton in at the point. Clock is at 3. Fires from the line. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so Brown will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Look, Greg, they simply didn't bring it. And that's one of those losses that you just have to throw away and forget about.
Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And Kevin, terrific footwork. So critical for an elite big man to be great. It's like you can't be that big and that good and not have good footwork, right?
You know what? Part of being that good is that you have, good footwork.
Yes.
A lot of the counters, a lot of the post work, you're opening up, you having to use the backboard. That's a certain way you got to open up to be able to get that shot off. If you're left-handed, you got to be able to do it both ways. It's very complex, but footwork is a big part of it. You have to have it. It's impeccable, and the ones that don't have it struggle.
To the paint. To the inside. Bates Diop. Valentine grabs the board.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
And Valanciunas pulls it down.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Brown, good.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so here is Chicago after the basket by Minnesota. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Bates Diop, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Bobby Portis. The Timberwolves shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
One shot.
Bulls trail by 3. Kicks it to Valentine. Pass to Portis. Out to the right wing. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Passes it to Melton. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 3. Brown with it. Now guarded by Valentine. And the pass to Jones. Pass to Bates Diop. Ball's knocked loose.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
And Kevin, you said the league should allow every team a chance to host the All-Star game. What would they find if it went to every NBA city?
All our NBA cities are really dope cities. That's first off. And I think that we should be able to not only highlight those cities, but cities should be able to make money and bring in festivals and bring in food. And we should be able to go to OKC, if not Portland, and enjoy that city for whatever it has to offer. Just to travel, and I think that teaches us something. Oh, man, you never knew what was up in the Northwest until you get up there or wherever it is. So I would like to see it go outside of its boundaries. I would like to see the All-Star game be like overseas one time. I don't know. I know it's super expensive, but it'd be dope to have the All-Star game in
London one
time, right? That'd be super dope,
pretty
right?
Good, yeah.
I mean, we're breaking boundaries here. We're doing everything, Man, maybe 2K can put it on the sun.
Maybe they can.
2K is known for, being innovative and right. 2K put it on, man.
Put it on. Let's do it.
Adam will do it.
We're going. Passport's ready.
Right, you already know.
Here we go.
Already universal, right? I'm waiting on 2K to put the game on Mars.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Mars version. I want to be on that. Y'all heard me say it, right?
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Here's Paige Diop. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. Here's Towns. No good off the back of the rim.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
And here is Markkanen. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, Kev, he was a standout on the backboards that night and got a number of big rebounds.
The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Beal against Levine. From 8. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 7 points.
Well, Bradley Beal has turned himself into more than just a perimeter shooter. This guy can go off the dribble drive. He can score at the rack. That's nice.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 6, and Levine throws it down.
We're just going to call him Mr. Zach LaVine. Another highlight reel finish.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And Holiday kicks to Beal. From about 19 feet. Not enough on that one as it misses. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Holiday. Portis against Towns. Buries it down low. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
If Karl-Anthony Towns is feeling it, he will command the basketball. And as a coach, that's what you're hoping for.
Portis kicks to Durant. Pass to Levine. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Down low. Here's Wiggins, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, what a quick move. Wiggins able to draw the contact. Defender completely off balance.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Well, with the first overall pick in 2014, Wiggins has some pressure on him, but he has steadily improved his play. No good on the second free throw.
Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Back to Dunn. Durant against Wiggins. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Beal taking his time here. Outside Holiday. Durant against Wiggins. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Drills it from outside. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming. Durant
finds Portis. Fires from the line, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone, Kev.
Holiday against Dunn. Holiday, the pass to Towns. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Beal against Levine.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, I'll tell you, 13th pick in the 2014 draft. Levine still with plenty of upside.
He's perfect from the line this time. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Holiday looking over the floor. He kicks it to Towns. From 13. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Towns has got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. Time called here, the Bulls decide to talk it over. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And checking out some stats for Levine. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 16 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Agreed. A lot of guys in this league would be very happy with that stat line, but this guy is the real deal. He is built for more.
Now here's Levine. He's got 10, and Durant gets it to go.
I'll tell you, KD has such a beautiful-looking stroke. He's been doing that at an elite level for a long time.
Holiday against Dunn. And Holiday kicks to Towns. Over Carter. Off the left rim and out.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Now, this is the area that Dunn is working on. Wants to be a proficient catch-and-shoot guy.
Now, here is Holiday. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Towns. First in rebounding, 6th in shooting percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Durant, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up with the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Outside, Towns. Kicks it to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Bulls from the top of the key. And yes, it's good. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here's Dunn. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Beyond the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Beal finds Towns. Outside Holiday. 1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. Okogie, guarded by Levine. That one falls. He has 6.
Physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
KG, I wanted to give you a special thanks for joining us, helping us with the call tonight. You always have a seat at this table to broadcast any of our games.
Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come through, man. It was an honor, man, seriously.
We'll do it again soon.
Let me know, man.
That's KG. That's the great Kevin Garnett. And always a special occasion to have KG with us, Doris, a guy who really brings it every time we speak with him.
Well, his enthusiasm is contagious. This guy is a leader on and off the court. There's a vibrancy, a joy that he brings that was key to his success as a player and how fun as a broadcaster.
Minnesota with the ball, following the miss by Dunn from deep. Now the feed to Towns, stolen by Carter. Down against Holiday. Dunn kicks to Levine. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then notches it up.
Beal can't get it to go.
And slow things up here with a chance to get the last shot of the quarter.
Exactly right. That's what you'd like to see. Hopefully they play the clock to perfection here.
And Holiday kicks to Beal. And a miss there on the triple. Gets it off. That one doesn't go. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Minnesota in the lead. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Towns. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Bradley Beal. Now here's Wiggins. Can't hit from 12. The offensive prowess of Kevin Durant. We knew it even back in high school, but winning the NBA scoring title at age 21, Doris, that really sealed the deal.
Yeah, in fact, Kevin becoming the youngest player to ever win a scoring title. He's obviously gone on to do it multiple times. And to me, where he's really advanced is his ability to make plays for the teammates around him. Kevin Durant prides himself on affecting winning at both ends of the floor.
Beal can't get it to go.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Dunn passes to Levine. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Stolen by Levine. Carter on the wing for the lead. That shot is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. Okogie. Rebound by the Bulls. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Left side, Levine. There's the pass to Dunn. Markkanen against Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They were hoping for a fast start. Instead, they're 0 for 4.
Wiggins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
Durant against Beal. Pass to Holiday. To the middle. Pulls it from the elbow. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's the break. Here's Beal. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Beal's got the first points of the second half here for the Timberwolves. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. You know, Doris, the ability to beat the defender off the dribble is so important. Who do you think has the quickest first step right now in the league that you've seen personally?
That's a great question, boy, Kev. I'll tell you some guys I wouldn't want to have to contend with on a night-by-night. No way I want to try to guard the wizardry of Kyrie Irving, right, or the flat-out end-to-end speed of John Wall, or the incredible explosive athleticism of Russell Westbrook. The deceptive nature of James Harden's game. Please, child, please, I don't want any part of any of those men.
You're getting riled up here. And here's Holiday following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Wiggins. He kicks to Holiday. Now Beal. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Wiggins. Over Markkanen. Levine with the rebound. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. drops, so they now lead by 1. Year after year, the Timberwolves have the NBA's most grueling travel schedule. A lot of miles to cover in the West.
Kevin, if you add up their flights in a season, they could circle the globe more than twice. And let's remember, there's no frequent flyer miles here either.
And so Levine nails both of them. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Beal. Good on the triple. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now, how quick is that release? And it's 3 on the board. Beal doing what he does best.
Dunn kicks to Durant. From down in the low post, it goes. Durant's got 20. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail it.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Andrew Wiggins simply skies to finish that shot.
Chicago trailing here. Done outside. And Durant gets it to go. He's got 22.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, what you love about Kevin Durant is he has established himself as a top 2 player in the NBA. But the reality is he's never forgotten where he's come from. His charity work, his commitment to the communities and to the places that have shaped him. It's really kind of cool, Kevin.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Holiday kicks to Beal. Here's Towns. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And then Durant with the dunk.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD roll. My man is going.
And in 2013, there was a series of commercials calling Durant the nicest guy in the NBA.
Well, let's remember, Kevin, at that time he was a beloved figure in Oklahoma City. He remains tight with a number of staff members there just because of the kind of person and the kind of professional he was. What you love about Kevin Durant is he's a top 2 player in the NBA. But in terms of his charity work, he is right there as well.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And a chance to check out the stats for Valentine.
His last 10 games, he's been putting up about 4 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
Now here's Durant. 24 points for him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. And he's good on the second. Here's Holiday. Wiggins outside, inside, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Towns has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Outside Durant. There's the pass to Portis. Drains it from beyond the arc. Portis has got 10.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Valanciunas with the ball. 5 points in the game. And Holiday kicks to Beal. There's the triple. They get it again. Towns. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Karl Anthony Towns can be a 20 and 10 guy consistently. This guy is a workhorse on the glass.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so here is Chicago. It's a 1-point game.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
And Towns throws it down.
Leaving no doubt on that one, the explosiveness of Cat.
Pass to Melton. Back to Durant for the three. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Beal dishes to Holiday. Kicks to Wiggins. Timberwolves passing it around. 6 to shoot. Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Durant against Wiggins. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got 27 points.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Wiggins finds Valanciunas. Pass to Holiday. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
The Timberwolves have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Two shots.
Free throw, good. Holiday. Both free throws good from Holiday. Well, Chicago has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Portis, the pass to Melton. Right wing. Down low. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Timeout.
Minnesota calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's flat giving it to him right now, and this timeout is critical if they're going to stop his momentum. I think you've got to make some major defensive adjustments.
Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Kevin Durant, third.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
On defense, Chicago. They lead by 4. And Valanciunas kicks to Towns. Now Now here's Beal. D right on him. Off with the layup. Chicago's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Out to the right wing. Here's Melton. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Clearly a foul.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Here's Towns. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Now here's Durant. He has 29. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Durant's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bulls. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
How about Karl Anthony Towns, guys? At the age of 11, guess how tall he was? 6'3". So it was his goal to develop a complete skill set all the way back then. Boy, how about that? Ahead of the game in terms of the NBA.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. And talk about the mindset nowadays. Kids like Towns growing up not content to just play in the paint.
That's exactly right, Kevin. His father would divide their workouts into 2 halves. The first was face-up, dribbling, perimeter shooting. The second half of that workout, the interior, footwork, mic and drills, finishing over either shoulder. Boy, that's a pretty smart dad.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Dunn kicks to Portis. Outside, Levine. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Brown, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Dunn left side. For 3, Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 6th assist on the night. And it's Jones with the ball for Minnesota. There's 1:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Towns is doubled. Pass to Bates-Diop. Shot clock at 5. A 3-pointer is right on target. Bates-Diop's got 6.
You know, I think the defense is thinking, I don't have to guard him on the line, but that's just a matter of whether he could knock it down, and he does.
Valanciunas against Portis. Dishes it to Valentine. Out to the right wing. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Dunn. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Bates-Diop. He's got 6. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas, good.
Well, I think, Kevin, this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on. His ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Now, here's Dunn. For Chicago, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And the first one at the line is good.
Chris Dunn, a complete basketball player, dynamite scorer, remarkable passer, and one of the elite defenders.
And so he makes both from the line. Timberwolves trail by 4.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Right, you can't walk it up the court right now. You've got to act fast and be aggressive.
Nice open look, but it's no good.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Levine against Brown. Here's Levine. He's got 15. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. With 1 on the clock, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Chicago. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Bulls leading by 4. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Markkanen is inside at 4 with Portis the 5. Then there's Valentine, and it's Melton in at point guard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Jones kicks to Valanciunas. Okogie banked in off the glass.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
I'll tell you, that's the killer instinct you need to have. You love the attacking mentality near the cup.
Here's Melton. And a wide open look for Portis. And the Bulls, another 3.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
From downtown, and Bates Diop gets it to go.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Now, here's Portis, Melton, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Melton's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago. And it's Jones with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's good, 2 points. 9 points for Valanciunas.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas showing good hands and finishing ability inside. And Kevin, this guy on that end of the floor has always been effective.
Brown against Markkanen. Here's Melton, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Jones finds Valanciunas. Now here's Jones. Valanciunas passes to Jones. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And there's the pass to Brown. Shot from 12. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Melton. Five to shoot. Tries from 16. Nice touch on the bank shot. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Man, this has been fun. I mean, we got two teams dueling down the stretch.
Boy, does it feel to you, Greg, like every single shot is going through the bucket? That's how lethal both of these teams have been late in this one.
Now here's Jones. Okogie defended by Portis. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Brown kicks to Jones. Lets it fly.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Now here's Valentine. He's covered closely. Here's Melton. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Chicago lead.
Boy, you have got to love the dime, the pass on time and on target.
Jones finds Valanciunas. Back to Jones. Trying to get something going. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, think about the Minnesota native Tyus Jones. His poise at the point guard spot is what stands out to me, guys. Here's a terrific IQ and an unbelievable sense for how to run a team. Tyus Jones, we're just getting the best of him now.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good. And Tyus Jones, Doris, won a national championship at Duke. He was the outstanding player in the Final Four, but only the 24th pick in 2015. What caused him to slip?
Well, I think one of the questions you had was athletically, could he match up at the point guard position in today's NBA? But I think what you absolutely love about Tyus Jones, just as you stated, he won a national championship. This guy has been a winner. And I think his skill level, the intangibles, his ability to run a team, there's a lot to like about this young man's game.
Now, here's Dunn. Portis, the pass to Durant, and throw the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. Here's Durant. Unable to get that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's Brown on the wing. Guarded by Levine. Pass to Towns. Beal against Durant. Jones, no one around him. Connects from three-point range.
Listen, this guy's got the green light at any time, but Beal with the nice look to set up the open shot.
The Bulls leading by 6. Carter at the elbow. Outside, Levine. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And that's 17 points for Zach LaVine.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Carter against Towns. And the layup falls. Towns has got 35 in the game.
Well, the body control of Karl Anthony Towns, just a terrific job to take the hit.
Levine kicks to Carter. And Levine with the slam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Passes it to Towns. The dish to Wiggins. Outside, Beal. But they get it back. Here's Towns. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Carter. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 11 points. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now here's Levine. Dunn outside. Just 5 to shoot. Durant in the corner. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
Brown kicks to Towns. Beal against Durant. Wiggins inside the line. Carter pulls it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And there's the pass to Dunn. Levine deciding where to go with it. Pass to Durant. Great D that time from Beal.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Wiggins. And Chicago has possession. 8-point game. Dunn dishes to Durant. And it's good. 2 points. Durant's got 36.
Well, you see the assertiveness inside from Kevin Durant. He is so good at finishing in different ways.
Towns against Carter. Now here's Towns. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up. Jones, no luck.
I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
Levine against Brown. Beal on the double team. Unloads. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Levine. And now a 12-point Bulls lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Brown. Jones looking for an opening. He kicks to Wiggins. And the shot goes down. Wiggins has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's still adding upper body strength, but boy, Andrew Wiggins helping him to score in traffic.
And Durant, here we go. Good. Durant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
Boy, we're getting to the stretch run, and this guy has not cooled off. He is not about to let this lead slip away.
Great D that time from Durant.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Levine can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. And Jones has it in the corner. Knocked away. Durant against Beal. That one wide left. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Wiggins. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Chicago calls timeout. Kevin Durant.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
To the paint. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
There's no defense for that. Andrew Wiggins enjoying life above the rim.
There's a minute 40 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Durant. Over Wiggins. And it's Durant missing. Timberwolves trail by 8. Wiggins finds Holiday. And that one hits back iron. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They've held a 12-point lead early. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Markkanen absorbing the contact. He's really good at staying with his shot through that contact.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Holiday. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bulls.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
Well, guys, this guy has been a handful all night long. His scoring really propelled them. And no matter what the matchup was or what the scheme they tried to use, they could not keep this guy in check. You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
To the inside, Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Wiggins drives in. Misses off the right iron. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Now done. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with Kevin Durant. Gave a slow start for you offensively, but you were able to stay aggressive. How do you keep that mentality as a great scorer?
Well, you got to keep shooting, no matter what happens. So it's easy to, play well throughout the game when you're making shots, but when you're missing, you got to get your mind right, and that's what I try to do is just stay aggressive.
And it sure showed out there. Thank you very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.